We're in trouble, guys. You should have been like the other half of the room and decided to stay out. Stop it, you guys. Just stop that.
Apparently we're ready to go.
Woo.
So who's here to see some arts and craziness? I don't think that was nearly loud enough. I think that'll work. So, I think our panelists pretty much go without introduction, but I'm going to force them to introduce themselves anyways. So let's start down here on the really awesome end.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let me just help you shape the show, Phil. Start down there so that's not everybody's last impression of what this show is really all about.
I didn't say the awesome end, right?
Let's end down in Awesome Town.
I don't know how to respond to that. Hi, my name's Neil Holman. I'm the art director of the show. And that's the end of the show, everybody. All right, thanks for coming. And up next is Morat Handman Chad.
I'm the associate art director of the show, aka Neil's bitch. Neil says everything he wants, and I just do it for him, whatever it is.
That's your bio?
That's my bio. Read it on Wikipedia.
I'm Brian Forney. I'm the animation director. I kind of put everything back together at the end, so I'm kind of everybody's bitch. But I also make things move, and it's fun.
Brian's the guy that makes everything work. I'm Casey Willis. I'm the Neil Holman Wrangler.
I'm Amber Nash. I'm the voice of Pam Poopy. Thanks, Sleep Up Guy.
My name is Lucky Yates. I play Dr. Krieger. Yes, more kick-ass, yes. All right, shut up. Phil talk.
Well, did you guys have anything else you wanted to say, or should we just go ahead and get into it?
No, I think our names are enough, sir.
Alright, well, if you guys have a question, go ahead and step up here, and I will hand the mic over to you and make it brief. So, do we have any questions? Alright, starting with you.
Oh, we also have a bunch of the animators and artists and
If you work on the show, stand up and get around.
yeah, stand-up workers. I can say this. Floyd County Productions is a sexy, sexy office. Thank you.
Sir, did you just take your gum out of your mouth?
Where did you put it? He's like a magician. He's gonna pull it out from your ear later. Look what you got!
What I would say, Pam on the Farmers Week's episode was hot.
Thank you. Thank you.
And now I read online there was a rumor that maybe this is a C-Lab this season. Is there any truth to that rumor?
That's a Casey Willis question as producer of the show.
I can confirm that the season finale will take place in an undersea laboratory. But for legal reasons, it is not called sea. It's a lab of the sea.
It is run by a man who is a captain and also named Murphy as well. So,
That adorable woman just delivered Mama some medicine.
a liquid drink.
This is a family.
Was that it? You just wanted to gush about Pam?
Yes.
Awesome.
I forget which season it was, but there's an episode.
It's okay, we don't know either.
That makes my job easier. And ISIS computers were infected by a virus. There was this awesome song that would play. I loved it so much I made it my ringtone. I was just wondering if there was any kind of a story or like does anyone know where that came from?
Casey Willis, go.
I know that the song was made by Scott Sims, who is the same guy who composed the Archer theme song. And I believe that all the words are just nonsense. There's no rhyme or reason to it.
Technically goes, hunch, hunch. What? Hunch, hunch. Repeat that nonsense.
Who was the voice of that, Neil?
Not me.
Really?
No.
Who was it, Case? Do you know?
It was probably Scott Sims.
Oh, okay. No, we just took his rough cut. That's good enough.
The thing is, I'm an amazing mimic, which is why you got confused.
You are the rich little of MomoCon. Not even the Danny Gans.
I didn't want to Frank Caliendo. Nobody knows who this is.
Done. Thank you for watching the show and asking questions.
Alright, I gotta say, it would have been super cool to meet H. John Benjamin, but I'm so glad that
We know we're not as good. It's okay.
Pam,
He's here, he's exactly like you.
you are so good, I gotta say, so I'm super glad you're both here. I can't imagine anyone better. My first question is for Pam's voice actress. Are you actually in to write and drive Japanese comics?
But I will answer that question if you answer a question for me first. Do you know my actual name?
It's Amber. That guy in the fucking Hawaiian shirt had to tell you that. All that shit.
Sorry, Amber.
Oh, it's okay. It's fine.
Russian Army guy, Shivin.
I'm unfortunately not into race car driving, but I plan on taking a summer camp this summer in
At Mario Andretti's go-kart course, I think, right? So you gotta start something.
Hey, you can learn valuable lessons about drifting and torque control from Andretti's go-kart. That's cool.
Cool.
Very good.
Good.
For Dr. Krieger.
Oh boy.
What's my name? No, shut up. What's my name?
I know Amber's
What's my name? What's my name?
I know Amber's
If you shut your fucking mouth, what's my name? What is it? It's so easy, it like rings right, it's like such a cool name. People remember it immediately.
Amber's more memorable.
Alright, no, ask your question, anonymous man.
My question is, I have some friends playing the Dr. Krieger Fister Roboto combo. Can I get some more details on what a Fister Roboto would look like?
What it would look like?
Yes.
It would be a robot with a fist. A fist small enough to fit up an ass, but big enough to hurt it. That's what Mr. Roboto did.
Yes, he's also learning, I know that.
Yeah, it is.
Well, that's very vague.
You don't know my name, sit down.
I want to say a fist small enough to fit up an ass. It's just a fist.
I have never given or received a fist into a butthole, Amber, but clearly you know a little bit more than I do. Jesus, please don't tell me you've been fisted because I work with you every weekend. And I don't want to have these images in my head when we do shows together. Hey guys, have you met Amber? She takes a fist on her butt. Right in there. Couple land. There it's in. What's it in?
So next question, please.
Wait, speak up.
My bad. Just a couple quick questions. One, for Lucky.
Thank you for knowing my name.
If Dr. Krieger's not a medical doctor and it's not the other kind, just what kind of doctor is he?
He's a man willing to cut open bodies and fix them and make them bionic. It's more than I can do, and I'm no doctor. But if I could take a crippled dude and make him bionic, I deserve the title doctor. Right? Yeah.
Just one last question, actually about the show, and anybody who actually works on it, feel free to answer this. But is there anybody that, I mean, you've always had Burt Reynolds, and I heard yesterday that you haven't had Anthony Bourdain on it. So, is there anybody you wish you get, like maybe like Charlie Day or anybody else that you really, really want to get on the show?
Tom Hanks. I want Tom Hanks to be that drone that you see every time we push into an exterior of ISIS. You'll see a drone standing on a street corner aimlessly. I want Tom Hanks to be that drone. I know some of you are really good at the internet, so just get on your internets and let's make Tom Hanks a part of this show.
You know what I would want out of that deal is that to go the opposite direction, where Tom Hanks is a male prostitute dressed like a cowboy, like Midnight Cowboy, whose name was Woody. So he was a cowboy male prostitute named Woody.
According to the internet,
And
you
then
have
we
to
can
send
start.
Tom Hanks a typewriter to get him to respond. Yes.
Tom Hanks. Brian, would you like to say something into the microphone?
I'll wait for it.
No, into the microphone, Brian. Not yet, thanks.
Casey, do you have somebody that you would love to get on the show? I know you do, because you just tweeted about it.
Oh, yeah, I did. Thank you. We have had the person who played Seth Bullock. I really like Deadwood. So we had Timothy Olyphant, who was Seth Bullock. Yeah. We had Dayton Colley, who was Charlie Utter.
Right.
We had Paula Malcolmson, who was Trixie.
Yep.
So I think now all we need is the actor who played Al Swearingen.
Ian McShane.
Ian McShane, and then we have the full Deadwood.
Except, I would want the guy who plays Wu. The Chinese guy whose pigs eat all the dead people. When they would murder a person, they would take him to Wu's pigs and feed them to them.
And Chad, you had Boondock Saints.
Yeah!
How about John Hamm?
I don't know anything about that.
We don't know nothing about that. Do you have somebody you would like to have appear on the show, Amber?
No. I think we're fine where we're at. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Next question. Hey, I wanted to give this guy, because he knew Amber's name, a poster.
Oh,
You got a poster! Y'all know there's gonna be prizes.
A season 3 poster.
Now this is going to sound creepy, but I know a little more about Amber than her name.
that man's fist has been in my buckle.
I actually found out about Archer through your work as Hooker on Frisky Dingo.
Yeah.
And I found out Archer worked there through Dad's Garage and Push Push Theater. I used to come every Wednesday to see you. Do you actually still do that? I haven't been there in quite a while.
Yeah, actually, I don't do stuff at Push Push anymore.
Oh, you don't? You do other improv?
Yeah, we do stuff at Dad's Garage. Lucky and I actually have a show called The Morning Show that is Friday nights at 10:30 p.m. And it's running for like another month, and we do tons of stuff at Dad's. Lucky and I are there almost every weekend. And it's in Little Five Points for those of you that haven't been there, Dad's Garage.
Oh, it's an excellent place.
Check this shit.
Next Friday, the 15th of March, Adam Reed is going to be our guest on the show. So buy your tickets now, it's going to sell out.
MomoCon couldn't get them, but we could.
Alright, so I have two other questions. One sort of plays off of that first one. I've noticed there's a lot of similarities between Frisky Dingo and Archer. There's a lot of like carried over tropes. And I'm wondering how much cross-pollination is there between the writing and the voice acting team between those two shows, and how much do you guys draw from the first one?
Casey Willis, go. I guess it would be a ton, because Adam Reed is the sole writer of both of those series. And Amber and Lucky. Lucky was the voice of an Exticle.
Actually, you didn't know that.
And Neil was the voice voice, and also Neil is the voice of Brett, the guy who always gets shot.
You didn't hear me scream really loudly? And I get royalties.
That's how Randy looks every day at work.
Every time he does it.
And also, we all worked on Frisbee Dingo as well. So, and I believe maybe it wasn't supposed to happen, but there might have been some hand files that were used in Frisbee Dingo and also showed up in Archer first season.
So the pilot of Archer was produced by 9 people, 11 people around there. And we also didn't really believe that the pilot was ever going to see the light of day. So we used a lot of files from our previous work experience. I was just like, oh yeah, no, we have hands and we have animation techniques from the previous series. So there's a lot of carryover from that. And then the first season was a lot of, oh God, we have to stop this. What do we do in the pilot? We have to really go backward.
Just to clarify, it wasn't the exact same files.
No,
they
it
were just
wasn't.
taken and redrawn over exactly the same. Because I think Cartoon Network owned those other files. So just to clear that up.
No, we didn't do anything like that.
Neil, I have a question. So, 11 people made the pilot, and a regular episode now, how many people does it take to make an episode?
Oh, like 70. 70, but the pilot took 4 months, and we make an average episode in about 11 weeks now. So it works out. We move really, really quickly. We're awesome. I somehow bogged down into hand files and blah blah blah. The next question.
This one's just real short, and I'll get out of here. Sorry. This one's for Lucky. I'm actually the other part of the guy who's
Good question.
No, you're
Yo, I know who you are.
Yeah. I'm actually the other part of that Fisto Roboto costume. I'm considering playing the robot in her itself, and I have a really simple question. What sort of lube would Fisto Roboto prefer? I'm assuming it's silicone.
What do they use to shove their fists up horses' asses? I would assume.
I'm assuming it's silicone based, but I can also see 10W40. I want to be as accurate as possible.
Here's the thing. I'm not an actual scientist, so I have no idea, but I would say lube it well. And so I have to think WD-40 would be a very dangerous thing to shove up your butthole.
No, it's okay.
This goes back to Nash. What would you lube up Mr. Roboto with, assy?
Saliva? Disgusting. I really don't know about fisting. I don't know anything about fisting.
Like, from a whale? Like whale grist?
Just spit on it.
Man, get that up there now. Here's a Krieger Army sticker for knowing my name, too. You're a big window. I thought enough for everybody, so don't get all freaked out.
Next butthole question.
I don't have one, I promise I don't have one.
I'm sorry, back in line.
You want me to? I mean, what? No, actually, I am a huge fan of C-Lab, and I like the whole crossover between Frisbee Dingo and Archer, and you mentioned C-Lab earlier. This came up in a group discussion of some of my friends and I last night. When is MC Chris coming on the show?
You know, that guy.
Casey, let's go.
That guy won't even direct message tweet me back. And I bought that dude 4 inhalers when he used to live in Atlanta. So I don't know, man. He doesn't call me. Does he call you guys?
No, he's disappeared into the ether. Yeah, he's a good friend of ours.
I think the fandom needs to be on that if it matters as much to them as it does to me. If you like nerdcore, I mean, that's definitely the guy.
I mean, casting is a Casey question, so what? I don't know. What would he
Can the
play?
fandom do something to make this happen? I wonder if we worked on it. Would it
He's
be
a good dude. If the right part arises, then we'll bring him on. It's sort of, you don't want to overplay that card. So we're just sort of waiting for that part. If the right part arises, then that'll happen.
one more for Amber. Would you talk Pam to me?
What would you like me to say?
I know she's such a secure bisexual.
Oh, are you also a secure bisexual?
Indeed.
Oh. Well, I just got married, I'm sorry.
I'll do it. I'm getting late, everybody.
I'll give you holy shit snacks.
Stick around after the show.
Hi, two questions. The first one for Amber and Lucky. Who wins? Pam's relentless tenaciousness or Krieger's brilliance in like a slugfest?
I'm gonna say Pam. I already know Pam. I already know that it's Pam. And if you watch all season, you'll say, oh, that's what Lucky was talking about. So yeah, it's Pam. Pam wins for sure.
Could Krieger come back? Half cyborg?
Krieger's a pussy when it comes to that. He can make a great thing, but you know, what's he gonna do?
And second and final question, and this is everyone. When's Archer set?
What?
When is Archer set?
Ballpark figure.
It's
20th century.
Maybe blurby now. Somewhere around there. In the blurbies. 19 blurby
Everything
meow.
was cool.
The Raging Blurbies?
Yeah.
Thank you.
But Adam has definitely said that it's just an amorphous time because he wanted the style of dress to be like the 60s, but also wanted the characters to have cell phones because it's way easier to write dialogue for people to talk back and forth. And they also have computers so they can look up stuff on Wikipedia. So it's the best of all worlds.
It's like, imagine a plot where Archer has like, he's arguing with Lana, and he's like, wait a second, I have to stop at this phone booth and get a phone call from my mother. Thank you, Neil. I'm good at dialogue.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
My question is for Amber. You are a lot more fit and attractive than
Thank you.
I believe that it's voice acting and that you don't have to eat all the ridiculous things that Pam eats and drinks.
Well, I did have to eat biscuits for
I was just
the
about to
Bear Claws episode. And then there was another episode that we recorded for season 4 where I needed to eat something, and Matt Thompson was like, oh, well, I saw there was like a vat of cheese balls in the break room. So he brings back like this little bowl of cheese balls, and I ate so many of them. It was like probably like 30 cheese balls, and my script was like disgusting and orange and greasy. It was so gross. But hopefully that's it. And yeah, I mean, cheese balls are fucking awesome. Not after 30, and they're like forcing you to eat them, and the mic had like gross cheese spit all over it. It's disgusting. No.
Alright, you pretty much answered my question. I had seen the behind the scenes of you having to double fist the biscuits. And
It's a theme. There's a theme, right? Double fisting biscuits. Jesus, Amber. You're gonna stop with the filth.
Yeah, this is for Lucky Yates.
Hey, that's me.
Did I say that?
Yeah, it's what?
Lucky Yates.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, awesome. Okay, this is about Dr. Krieger. Is he gonna make any more bionic people or androids in season 5?
Season 5? Shit, I don't know. Sure, why not? I don't know. Season 5 right now is the sparkle in the eye, and the sperm's eye, and the balls of Adam Reed right now. He's nowhere near starting to run. That's pretty much what he does, isn't it? He just jerks it on a page and then we have a script. Jerks it with intelligence and awesome comedy. So, sure. Given that we find out that he's made people bionic that we didn't know about, then yeah, sure. He'll always be doing that. If not to anyone that we know, then just a bunch of hobos.
One more question. It's for Amber Nash. Are we gonna figure out any more secret things we didn't know about Pam?
Probably. I don't know, but I'm guessing. Her sordid past is unfolding slowly. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. And also, Lucky and I write the Twitter feeds for Krieger and Pam. And like on Pam's Twitter, there's like all kinds of other weird stuff that she's into, like a jug band, and she's the bouncer at a strip club.
She does a lot of theater. Pam acts a lot.
She does murder mystery dinner theater.
Yeah. So yeah, that is our chance actually to give our characters a little bit of voice that has something to do with the two of us, since that being our responsible for the Twitter feed. And that's what these Krieger Army stickers that I have, which you can of course have one, Krieger is building an army on Twitter. So follow Krieger. What are the qualifications? Oh, what are the handles? Pam is at Pam's Gossip Train, and Krieger is at Krieger Signals, which is a Rush reference. Thank you. Thank you, Panelist. Thank you, background artists. Thank you, Rush fans. Can I go take a sticker? You snuck up like a ninja. What do you want? I'll give you, Jesus Christ. You fucking work at Floyd County. They're not special tonight. Hi!
Hi!
You're spooky!
I am. I was actually supposed to be a character, but I did it so badly that I'm just a skeleton in a hoodie now. But
I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah. You own it, man. You should trademark skeleton in a hoodie.
Fighting. Actually, I look more like a bad guy. Fighting good guys.
Just fight anybody.
Yeah.
You're a skeleton. Fuck them.
Yeah.
What do you got to lose? Just fight if anybody walks by that skeleton. Sock them.
Not Pam.
Bogey
scares
fist.
me. Really, I've only just finished season 2. This is spoilers galore. But no, it's awesome though. But what better way to learn spoilers than from the people who make it? Speaking of which, I noticed how everyone who makes this show is so young. And I was wondering, like...
You're on the inside. Yeah, it is gross.
I was kind of wondering, I guess, for anyone, how did you guys, get to be on the show so young? I don't, maybe lucky, maybe skilled. Maybe lucky Yates.
Art school? I would say art school is a big step toward getting on the show.
I was just involved with animation stuff in Atlanta, and I got an internship on Kittininja when I was like 20-something. And yeah, went from there. I don't really know.
Most of us started as interns on C-Lab 2021. I started as an intern in 2002, like late 2002, early 2003, and so stayed with the company from there.
I think you would be surprised at our ages, because we're not as young as our baby faces look. Like Chad, her is 55 years old.
Somebody just handed me a note.
You should hear
It's a fat kid dressed like a robber eating a hamburger. Thank you.
That's Marshmallow Man and Hamburger.
Thank you for this. Oh, season 3 is on Netflix now. So, catch up, White and Skeleton. You're welcome.
Oh yeah, you guys are always like, while you've been up here talking about like the art director, is it art director? Did the voice of one of the characters, and you're talking about the plot. And you seem to do a lot of like interacting and like, not just sticking with one job. And I've always wondered about the creative process of shows and specifically animations. I mean, is there a lot of that? I mean, do you guys just get together in general and just work on stuff? I mean, how does it work?
It really depends on the show. The Archer, the pilot was very, like I said, it was about 11 people. So with 11 people, you're all wearing a lot of hats. And we had a recording booth in the back of the house that we were producing that cartoon in. So when a line didn't work, one of us went back into the audio booth and recorded a line. And that's where a lot of that came from. With a show now where it is, where we have about 70 employees, there's a lot less of that. If an employee or if one of us speaks Chinese fluently, and we have a Chinese actor or a Chinese part, then like that person is gonna step into the booth. But when you can get when you can get somebody that is funny professionally to do it, it's way better than
But we add stuff all along the way in the process, I mean, little details and things.
As far as like the character acting, like the really subtle looks that Archer and Lana give each other through the show, that's all Brian and his.
Were the cats that they were holding in this last episode? Cats?
That's what you came up with. Good job. Cats.
They were holding cats in this last episode, and we added that. And that was us, and that was Brian. No, that was you. That was me. I added those cats. You're welcome.
The answer to your question is cats.
Thank you, Fighting Skeleton Man.